Today I'm going to show you how to add CapCut keyframes in a simple, beginner-friendly way. If you want to make your edits feel smoother, more professional, and way more dynamic, keyframes are one of the most important tools you can learn in CapCut. They let you animate things like zooms, movement, fades, and more, all with just a few clicks. And if this video helps you out, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more easy CapCut tutorials. Let's jump right in. First, open your project in CapCut and select the media you want to animate. This can be a video clip, an image, or even a text layer in your timeline. The very first step is always choosing the layer you want to control, because CapCut needs to know exactly what you're applying the animation to. Once your clip is selected, look up to the top right settings panel. Make sure you're in the correct tab, depending on what you're editing. If it's a video clip, go to the Video tab. If you're working with text, switch to the Text tab. And if you're adjusting audio-related elements, use the Audio tab. After that, open the Basic section, because that's where you'll usually find the key properties you can animate. Now comes the most important part. Move the playhead on your timeline to the exact moment where you want the animation to begin. This matters because the playhead tells CapCut where the first keyframe should be placed. If you want the motion to start at the beginning of the clip, put the playhead there. If you want the effect to begin halfway through, place it at that exact point instead. Next, find the property you want to animate. For example, if you want to zoom in, use Scale. If you want the clip to move across the screen, use Position. If you want to fade something in or out, use Opacity. Once you've found the setting, click the small diamond icon next to it. That diamond is the keyframe button. When you click it, CapCut creates your first keyframe, and you'll usually see it appear both in the settings panel and directly on your clip in the timeline. At this point, you set the starting point for your animation. Now move the playhead further along the timeline to the moment where you want the change to finish. This could be a second later, a few seconds later, or any point that fits your edit. The distance between keyframes controls how fast or slow the movement looks, so the timing is very important. After moving the playhead, change the property again. If you want to zoom, increase or decrease the scale. If you want movement, adjust the position. If you want to fade, lower the opacity. CapCut will automatically create the second keyframe for you, and it will smoothly animate the values between the first point and the second point. This is what makes keyframes so powerful. You don't need to manually animate every frame. CapCut does the work for you once you set the start and end points. You can use this for cinematic zooms, subtle motion, text pop-ups, product highlights, transitions, and even creative effects that make your videos look much more polished. If you want to make the motion more natural, try keeping the changes small and clean. A slight zoom in can feel more professional than an extreme one. A slow pan can make your video feel more cinematic. And if you're animating text, a simple slide or fade often looks better than something too busy. The key is to experiment and see what fits your style. You can also add multiple keyframes if you want more advanced motion. For example, you could zoom in, then pan to one side, then fade out, all in the same clip. Just keep moving the playhead and changing the property wherever you want a new motion point. CapCut will continue building the animation from one keyframe to the next. If something doesn't look right, go back and check the placement of your keyframes. Sometimes moving the playhead just a little too early or too late can change the whole feel of the animation. You can always adjust the timing until it looks smooth and natural. So that's how to add CapCut keyframes. Select your clip, open the right settings panel, place your playhead, click the diamond to add the first keyframe, and then move forward and adjust the property to create the animation. Once you understand that basic workflow, you can use it on almost anything in CapCut. If this tutorial helped you, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next CapCut editing guide. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.